It was time for Canberra to come to the bush.
Great to be in Dubbo though, it's fantastic.
Politicians, business owners, community leaders and policymakers descended on the Central West to try and find practical solutions to one of the worst droughts the country has ever seen.
Very beneficial and certainly a lesson for the politicians in knowing the mood of the crowd and that the drought is severe, worse than severe, and the only thing that's going to fix it is rain, rain and rain.
They're already helping farmers well at the moment, and that's a great help, but I think our small town businesses and the likes, that's where the help really is at the moment. Like anything that can help with the likes of payroll tax or zonal taxation would be a big help to them as far as helping with their cost structures at the moment. Being able to average out their incomes as well over a number of years would be a big help, which is able to be done for farmers at the moment. We need to keep our local businesses here going, otherwise it's going to be hard for our farming community to be able to keep going after this drought continues.
The Prime Minister announced plans to bolster agriculture, fisheries and forestry to a $100 billion industry by 2030 by expanding exports, reducing trade barriers and addressing intergenerational land transferring. The PM will also establish a House of Representatives committee to examine the needs of regional economies and wants a renewed focus on soil, a topic of much debate in recent months.
Australia isn't unique in facing these sorts of challenges. Around the world, we're seeing arable land being lost and soil carbon levels at very low levels. Our farmers are the stewards of this precious resource. With around 60% of Australia being used for agricultural production, farmers are at the forefront of managing this vital asset. On behalf of 25 million largely urban Australians,
the Coalition's Future Drought Fund was knocked back in the last Parliament by Labor after it was revealed it would take funding from the Building Australia Fund. On Thursday, the opposition leader said he would support any drought funding measures put forward by the government, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of another portfolio.
Our concern with the legislation that was introduced last time was that it took money from the Building Australia Fund.
More than 350 people packed the Dubbo Convention Centre, with some driving as far as 5 hours to hear from the expert panels. There was plenty of discussion on how to future-proof for the next drought, but many wanted more focus on the current drought that's affecting 97.4% of the state.
Very disappointing. They're just talking about the future. The farmers in New South Wales are in trouble today, and we need immediate help.
There is a common theme of future-proofing for drought, but we're also in the drought right at this moment.
The latest Bureau of Meteorology 3-month outlook shows only a 30% chance of above-median rainfall across the Central West, meaning it's unlikely we'll have much drought relief anytime soon. Charlotte Mortlock, Sky News Dubbo.